AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
I watched 5 times down the trip. Cat didn't even touch the ball. Like, what the fuck are y'all doing? What?
I know what this is.
Knicks Rehab.
Knicks Rehab, y'all.
New York Knicks. Big bummage. Lose game 4 down 3-1 in the Eastern Conference Finals to the Indiana Pacers. 130 to 121. 22 for OG Anunoby. 24 for Karl-Anthony Towns. 12 rebounds. 17 for Mikal Bridges. 31 for Jalen Brunson. 12 for Josh Hart. 11 rebounds. They were all a bag of bummage tonight. Definitely, specifically, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges. Absolute bummage. Absolute bummage when the season was on the line. On the other hand, you got the Pacers, Siakam with 30 points, and it looked like 30. He just timely basket after timely basket. And, everybody else really doesn't matter. It's Ben Mathurin with 20 points in 12 minutes is bananas. I don't know what kind of beef he got with Rick Carlisle, but he looks like he should be playing more minutes. 11 free throws. They couldn't fucking stop him. And that's not even really the be-all, end-all. It's 32 points, 15 assists, 12 rebounds for Tyrese Halliburton, 4 steals. If I'm not mistaken, he hasn't had a 10-rebound game all playoffs long. And he's known for triple-doubles. No turnovers. No turnovers. Lovely ladies in the house. Darlene the Queen, I seen you. The beautiful, the lovely.
Darlene B, what up, baby?
Didn't see our girl Tori in the building yet. Lee, what's your response to this loss? We liked the pace early on, but what do you think about this?
That was smoke and mirrors, big dog. That was smoke and mirrors, man. Because by the time that second quarter was ending, you could see the literal gas we was running out of when trying to keep up with these dudes, man. They ran us out the gym today. Like, you could go jump in the box score and take a look at what we did, everybody's numbers. Like you just said, Fabian did a great job of telling us what we did on paper. But if you're watching the game, you can see from kind of start to finish, they absolutely ran us out the gym. We had 2 points on fast break points today. 2, maybe 4. I might be wrong. But absolutely, the Pacers had well over 20 points on fast break points. They absolutely got out in transition. They absolutely turned us over every opportunity they got. We had a lot of dumb turnovers, just very careless with the basketball today. It didn't seem like this was a game 4 with the ability to tie the series and go back to the crib with some momentum. It didn't feel like the way they was playing, like we were down. It almost felt like, okay, we could go home and make up for some shit. Like, that's the attitude we had. And that's the wrong attitude to have when you're down in the series and the team is just playing better. The team has just been flat out playing better than us all series long. Let's call it spade a spade. We figured out how to win game 3. But if you put, 4, 8, 12, now 16 quarters together, they've thoroughly outplayed us in majority of those quarters. They do what they do. We don't take them out of what they do. We haven't played our style of basketball. We look hurried up all the time. And now Brunson is looking like regular weed. Cat be looking like regular weed way too often against guys who I know how OG feels about it, like we're the better team. But let's be honest. Indiana was here last year. They got swept, but they were here last year. They got a little taste of it, pause. They got a taste of Eastern Conference Finals. They got a taste of what it's like to be here and playing in games that really matter. They got a chance to be on the national stage. When you were going to watch the Eastern Conference Finals last year, the last 4 teams, Indiana was one of the teams. Boston was kicking their ass, but they was right there. They were there. And now they're here playing like they've been here for years. The type of confidence this team plays with, we don't shake them. We don't rattle them. Game 3, again, only game that they seem to get rattled. They won the first 2 games against Milwaukee, lost game 3. Won the first 2 games against Cleveland, lost game 3. Won the first 2 games against the Knicks, lost game 3. And bounced back every time. And somehow finished the deal. So we got to take this team serious. And I don't feel like we're not taking them serious. If we play up to our potential, if we play the way we know how to play, which is how we finished the game yesterday, we have an opportunity to win these games. But we're not ready. And that goes back to what I was saying a lot during the season, right? We here now, okay, but we're not ready. We're not really ready yet. This team ain't ready yet. We cool. This is a great moment. Can't take it away. We step away from this season, grossly overachieved, did a hell of a job. But we're not ready yet. Not yet. Too much shit to fix, too much shit to clean up. That's going to take some time to clean up. It ain't going to happen within this series. So like I started with Fabian, I'm going to toss it back to you, Pose. Like, listen, we got another game to play. We down 3-1. We've seen it happen. Are we that good? Are we capable of doing that? I don't know. But what I do know is the series ain't over yet. We got game 5 on Thursday. We got to come out and play our asses off.
We didn't look good all game long. All game long. The first quarter, I thought you can weather that storm. Fast pace, super fast pace. Anthony Towns picked up his second foul around the 9-minute mark, something like that, or in the first quarter. No, I think he picked up his first around the 9-minute mark. I thought he should have got benched then. You pick up a foul within 3 minutes, and that's your biggest flaw. See, because we spent a lot of time last episode referring to Brunson and is he holding Cat back, and it's like the same. I saw 1 or 2 spurts with Cat on the court with Brunson, and he was aggressive, and he looked amazing. I don't even know if he hit the layup, but it was just the fact that he looked good, he looked spry, everything again. Just the lack of discipline, as you put in the group chat. The first person off the bench did not have to be Josh Hart. I don't understand that. The Deuce and Mitch minutes are the most impactful minutes in this game, in the series. I'm tired of Tom Thibodeau saying the game is going to show you what you need to do, and he doesn't do it. Josh Hart was playing horrible from beginning to end. It was turnover after turnover with that fast pace. He's running point guard, making mistakes. He completely, to me, lost us the game in the first half. Not the game, but the first half was all on him.
I don't think he was good at all. I don't think he was good at all today.
It was
and he's
bad.
Still wound up with a double-double, right? Because he just plays hard. But I don't think he was good at all today.
The way you spotted the minutes for Deuce McBride, you could have spotted those minutes for Josh Hart. I don't understand why you think he's not that replaceable. I understand the energizer thing, but that's what energizer guys do. That's his skill. So when it's not going, it's just like with campaign. Give him 20 seconds, and we know how he's going to play. Sit him down. He's only there to give you a rest. That's not Josh Hart's role. But when he's turning the ball over like that, that's not what you need. With Mitchell Robinson out there, he's not. Where are you going to get the offense from? Now you're shortening your possession. Now all of your possessions are less efficient because you're going to turn the ball over. And Mitchell Robinson's out there. He's less efficient on offense. You're not a super offensive player either. You're more of a putback guy too, just like Mitchell Robinson. And Mitchell Robinson really wasn't great until I think it was the end of the second quarter. Maybe. I don't think he played in the fourth quarter. That was the other thing.
At all.
Yeah, Karl Anthony Towns bangs his knee, needs who knows how much time to get back and recover. He could have went in the locker room and walked that off for all that time. And you don't put Mitchell Robinson in the game. And Tibbs thinks he's slick, trying to sneak in his little starting lineup that we all ran from and told him, do not start the team with that.
It's a shit lineup. It's a shit lineup now. Shit lineup now.
Beyond that, but you thought you were trying to be slick. And again, that's my problem with them. Whenever Brunson goes off, plays one-on-one, Tibbs try to put in Brunson at the wrong time, you're trying to make the headline. You're trying to make the front page. I know what you're thinking. I know what it is. That's what it is. Why did you think that lineup was cool? The shit is like a minus 3,000 since January. It's crazy. You think, like, of course he has to go. There's no, even if you come back and win 3 straight, he has to go. You put yourself behind this hole, and then we have everything written in front of us. Don't do this, don't do that. And guess what Thibodeau does? I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. He doesn't even listen to himself. This guy's crazy, Flea. He's a lunatic. He's a lunatic. Mikal Bridges, awful game. Awful game. The 5 draft picks? 5 draft picks? They're way too inconsistent. Bridges,
the play is inconsistent.
1,000%.
The play is inconsistent. Like, okay, I hope we find the prototypical best coach for us, because at the end of the day, the play has to be consistent. It has to be consistent. We do not get enough consistent play from our best players. You are only going to go as far as your best players. Yes, we can find guys that's going to deepen our bench. Yes, we can find guys that's going to be able to shoot. Yes, we can find guys to be able to handle the ball. If OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, Karl Anthony Towns, and Jalen Brunson are not great more often than not, we ain't shit.
Yeah, but they're not going to be great when you don't put them in the right position. Mikal Bridges' best lineups, I don't care about your offense, really. You could have stunk it up on the offensive end. That's up to Thibodeau to go, yo, hold on. He plays better with Deuce. I don't care if you have DeLon Wright out there. If you're gonna sit Brunson for that long, put an all-defensive lineup out there. Cat played damn near the whole third quarter, if I'm not mistaken. And he played damn near the whole fourth. He played the whole fourth, as a matter of fact. He might have played all 24 minutes in the second half. He didn't stagger his minutes well enough. This is on Tibbs, bro. It just is. And I don't want to harp on that again. Because Bridges, like you said,
yeah, but that's easy. This
right,
is on Tibbs. But
it's on
Tibbs.
We
watching what's happening. Phil Jackson can walk through the fucking door tomorrow in his prime as head coach. You see what's going on right now?
Phil Jackson is not letting Josh Hart play those minutes, bro. He's not.
There's too many defensive breakdowns. There's too many defensive breakdowns.
Yes, and those defensive breakdowns.
Too many defensive breakdowns.
They come from you not putting your best defensive lineup out there when you need defense. You need the stops. Deuce McBride should be getting more minutes ball. I thought he was hurt. He was sitting down for so long. It didn't make sense, especially after the last game, especially after just the whole playoffs. You can't tell me Josh Hart's had a better playoffs than Deuce McBride, and that don't even matter. We're talking about this series. We got to go by what the series is telling us. And I can't even be that mad at Cat. Besides, this is what I expect from him. I already know what he's going to do, but why aren't you being aggressive? I just don't understand that. Brunson, to his credit, was giving the ball up early on. That's what I like the most about it. In the backcourt, he was giving the ball up. Inbounds pass, okay, here you go. He was doing everything intentionally, giving that ball up, letting somebody else bring the ball up, and maybe that's what led to the turnovers, Flea. I don't know, because they used to Brunson doing that, but it's you have to read these things as a coach, and you have to decide, like, that Mitchell Robinson, Karl Anthony Towns lineup, I don't know about that either. Not impressed by that. And as soon as Karl Anthony Towns got that foul, that was your excuse to bring in a defensive lineup. Bring in Deuce for Karl Anthony Towns. I'm not mad at that. Now you got to tell him, yo, remember to crash the boards, because it's only OG and Mitchell Robinson is the big bodies. Y'all got to crash the boards, but we can switch all night long with that lineup. They could have created mismatches. Halliburton was going 2 bananas. He came out on fire. Timeout. Okay, we got to slow you down. Brunson could keep up with you, but we need somebody out there. We can't have Karl Anthony Towns and Brunson out there. Just defensively, it looks crazy. The switching for me, the bad part about having Mitchell Robinson in there is they kept swinging the ball. And once you swing the ball, they're going to expose one of those two guys. That's 40% of your defense. 2 out of your 5 guys don't rotate well. So guess what? All right, Mitchell Robinson, he can cover a lot of ground, but if we keep switching, we're going to get Brunson. Brunson on the switch tonight, horrible. Horrible. Kept turning his back on Halliburton on the screen. Why? How? To your point, you got to play out there. That ain't Tip's fault. Why the hell are the back? Why are your braids looking at Halliburton while he's on the screen? That's crazy. This was bad, Flea. This was bad. The bench players, DeLon Wright, he looked confused out there after a while because he didn't know what the refs were going to call. That was crazy. The OG play when he tipped the ball and it was right by DeLon Wright, and OG fell on the floor and bumped into the guy that called a foul on OG. Shout out to Reggie Miller and Stan Van Gundy for saying, yo, that shit look crazy. That wasn't a foul. Then Josh Hart right afterwards trips over Ben Mathurin. He was like, oh, that's not a foul. What y'all doing? Let them play. It's the fourth quarter of the
pushing it back on Bradley. They called that loose ball foul. They said we should, let them play through that. Like, I mean, there's a couple of questionable calls and questionable plays throughout the game that could have went either way. I just thought that we never found the right momentum to get back in this game. We got it down to 6 in the fourth quarter. And I thought right there is where if we got one more stop and got a good possession, we would be in good position to at least compete at the end of the game.
But right there, don't you think that's what you put back Mitchell Robinson after?
I think Mitch should have been in the game at some point. But I also felt like Mitch wasn't as active as he usually is. And if you look again, anybody that looks in the box score is going to feel like, damn, the Knicks should have won this game. If you get a great offensive game like that from OG Anunoby, you get scoring output from Mikal Bridges, you get a 30 ball from Jalen Brunson, and you get a 20 and 10 night from Cat with Josh Hart, a double-double off the bench for Josh Hart. Oh, we win that game. We didn't defend. We turned the ball over. And just in timely moments, we did not execute. I don't know what's going on with our execution down the stretch either. Like, it's been questionable this entire series. After being able to execute against the Boston Celtics, which I'm now feeling like, was that our summit for the year? Was that the peak? Was that what we played for all year long? We was talking about this team was built to beat the Boston Celtics. Well, we beat the Boston Celtics and then forget that, hey, we got another round if we move on, and we're going to have to play a different team, a team that's completely different style, a team that we have to approach completely different. We've yet to muck this game up. We did that against Detroit and was able to mess with them young guys' psyche a little bit. We was able to do that against Boston. Go mano-a-mano. Obviously, Tatum goes down and, the series changes. For some reason, it looks like this Pacer team has our heart. That's why I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on.
Knicks Rehab.
Knicks Rehab, y'all.
AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.